and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess. We're going to get right into the program today. This is about faith, frugality, farming. It is a year of homesteading blessings on the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. 2024 was quite an eventful year for us, and so we wanted to go back and reflect upon some of the good things that has happened along the way. The first good thing that has happened along the way is the friendships. I want to thank you all for being a part of the success of 2024, 2023, 2022 when I began my channel. Yes, we're almost at that 3 year anniversary, y'all. So be looking forward to that video coming out in January when my 3 year anniversary is here. I'm super, super excited to share some things with y'all. Because of you, I have been able to stay focused and get daily activities done that needed to get done. My channel's focus, of course, was the homesteading, and we are a small 1.5 acre homestead. We live in a double wide mobile home. It is always something that has to be fixed or taken care of around our property, and so we stay quite busy. We did have a successful garden season this year. We live in Zone B, which is West Tennessee. We did have some failures in our garden. Our onions didn't do well, our carrots and our broccoli, and I learned lessons from those. And also, I did the Grow Big 24 garden, and we had some successes and failures in that. And that is all a part of learning. You learn as you grow. Um, our biggest success, though, was the soil that we decided to use, which was a locally sourced composted horse manure. And it was very dark and rich and had microbials in it. It had biochar in it, had a healthy earthworm population in it. And it was just really, really a good growing soil. And so we were really thrilled with that. And we have increased um, what we're going to be doing next year. We have put up 2 compost bins and we've been filling them with leaves over the fall and winter months. We have friends that bring us bags and bags of leaves, and then we stop and pick them up when we find them and throw them into the compost bins. So we're hoping to have more um, locally sourced, home sourced soil for our garden, because y'all know that our garden, our yard is 90% sandy soil. So we've only got one little strip, and that's only the only good soil we have on the entire property. So we're trying to amend the soil across our yard and make it more viable for us to grow more and more vegetables and fruits. Um, we raised a variety of heirloom tomatoes this year. I think I only had one tomato plant out there that was a modified tomato. I don't know how to word it, but anyway, it was a cross tomato. They all came from the Amish community, so we had a really good growing season with those. I did not start any tomatoes from seed this year. We did grow some different varieties of green beans, and I found the variety that I have been looking for forever, which was the Louisiana purple pod green beans. They are a pulling bean that my aunt down in Mississippi used to raise, and they are so, so delicious, y'all. We had an abundance of cucumbers, watermelon, cantaloupes, and pumpkins. We also did several collaborations like the Grow Big 24, uh, where I had some success and some failures. And I also did the Garden Tour Club and Weird Container Growing and Store to Garden Grow. I did all of those different collaborations at the same time. It was a lot of fun. We did have a few spots in our garden that was too hot with nitrogen from our chickens, and hopefully this coming year we will have a better soil to grow in, that the soil will settle down. And we were also able to fence off the garden area in the back and our backyard. And we also fenced in a grow out area for our little chicks that we raised this year. We were really excited about all of the poultry and the baby chicks and the baby ducks and the turkeys and all those things. We had some success and failures with those as well. But for the majority of our chickens, they were raised by their mothers. They were hatched by their mothers, and then we put them into our brooders, and they were able to grow up, and then we were able to reintroduce them to the flock. We did that for safety purposes, um, mainly because, like, the BB Reds are in a contained area, so we didn't want any of the other chickens pecking on the babies, and so we took care of that part of it. But the chickens, for the most part, were a lot of fun. We had some kung fu chickens, y'all, out there because they were really protective of those babies. We gifted a turkey to the Amish community, one of the families down there, and we received, within the same week, we had a man that my husband is an acquaintance of offer us some turkeys, and we came home with two toms and five turkey hens. So we have increased our turkey population to a total of nine now. The youngest tom is starting to change his head color from red to the traditional blue that you see in the pictures. And we're waiting for him to get big enough to be introduced to the other toms and be able to stand his ground with them. They are doing their little dances out there. I shared a video this week of them out there flaunting their feathers and trying to figure out who's going to be the lead tom of that group. So it's going to be exciting to see who comes out on top with that. We also increased our duck population, and we now have 19 ducks. We did lose a female, and we have a male out there with a broken leg that is, we've had to put him in a little house to keep him away from the other animals, the ducks and the turkeys and the chickens, to keep him from getting pecked to death. So we want to try to heal his leg and get him back out with the rest of the flocks. Um, we learned some issues that we had with our turkeys raising the turkey poults was that they need a higher protein diet than the chickens do. So we were buying special feed for them for a while and then gradually lowering that feed down to the feed that we feed everybody else. Our flock has grown in numbers. We have about 80 to 90 chickens. That's including the Bantam BB Reds. We now have 19 ducks, and we have three toms and six turkey hens. Hopefully, we will be able to raise some baby turkeys for meat. Next year, we are going to be butchering our own turkeys and chickens. We've got a little bit of experience with butchering chickens for meat, putting them into freezer camp, and we've been eating off of those slowly but surely. Something happens in your brain when you um, have to take a live animal and turn it into meat. God has given us that gift, and it's quite amazing to go through that and realize that you can do this if you have to. We've had rabbits in the past, and we were always able to butcher the rabbits with no problem. We've processed deer in the past, so this is just another stage of learning for us. We're also hoping to move the coops to a new location so that we can use that area that is now rich and fertile for gardening in another year. So maybe in 2026, we'll be able to use that area as well. We did not get our greenhouse up, and we didn't get our porch built, the outdoor porch that I wanted so desperately bad, but we will probably get it done in 2025. I'm hoping anyway. Uh, Almost all the materials are going to be free and repurposed materials. We have old wood windows, we have old wood doors, we have some tin that we have salvaged, and we have someone gifting us with some plywood and some other scrap wood. So we're hoping that the cost of these builds are going to be just minimal. Maybe the screws and the paint that is needed. We also were gifted a wood burning stove that we can put in the greenhouse. So in the wintertime, in the winter months, we can run that in there to keep our plants nice and toasty warm. And we'll be able to garden year round then. We reuse and repurpose everything that we possibly can to cut cost on building. We do the work ourselves, which also cuts costs and saves us a ton of money. Plus, it is property improvements that will help us with the value of our property and with property taxes in the future. Last year, we were able to gather all those materials except for the wood that we need for the beams of the greenhouse to put it all together. Um, and we're also hoping we get some free wood for burning in the wood burning stove once we get that set up. I also want to thank our friends out there that have given us so many important information and suggestions to help us with projects that we are doing or going to be doing. So, thank you very much for that. Our best investment with the property improvement was definitely the fencing that we purchased and we installed ourselves. We also had a roof put on our house by my son in law, and I'm so thankful for that new roof. Um, the fencing is going to protect us or protect our flocks from predators like coyotes and fox. We can't do anything about the eagles and the hawks, and um, we do have other predators like raccoons that could get into our coops, and they try. Trust me, they do. But so far, we've been able to keep them out of our coops, except for one. I think we had one was able to get in there, and we came out one day and found some of the fencing that we had put on the outside. They had tried to pull it away, and they've also tried to dig under. So, um, as we rebuild, we're probably going to lay some uh, mesh underneath the coop itself, bury it a little bit, so when they're digging, they're going to hit that, and that's going to deter them. Another thing that we do, which I thought was quite interesting, we've done it since we've had chickens, is human urine around your coop will keep predators from away. So that is something my husband and my grandsons and all have taken care of over the years for me, and that really does help. And no, it doesn't smell because it's an open air, so it's something we do. Um, the canning pantry. Oh my goodness, we have reworked and reworked that canning pantry. It is stocked and full. So, and so are our freezers. I've done a freezer clean out this year and I still have full freezers. All my freezers are still full. I did 3 open year-long collaborations that helped me accomplish a lot of the goals. It was the Cleaning Hacks 24, Freezer Cleanout 24, and Declutter Challenge 24, and they were open collaborations. And a few people joined in. That was a lot of fun, and I will be discussing those in January, so be on the lookout for a review of those collaborations. We also did the Scarecrow 24 and learned some valuable cooking techniques with the 1896 Fanny Farmer recipes hosted by Luann's Kitchen and myself. There will be a giveaway. We're hoping for January the 2nd. Don't hold us to that date, but we're going to try our best to do it on January the 2nd. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And I do believe that we're going to be doing it on Luann's channel, which is Luann's Kitchen. The Thankful 50 Challenge 24 was a success, and Um, I am so thankful again for all my friends and family out there that watch this channel. Without you, this channel would not exist. There was so many wonderful open and closed collaborations that I participated in 2024. There was actually over 30 collaborations. That's a new record for me. I have never done so many collaborations. I don't think I'll ever do that again. Let's talk about faith. My faith in God helps me every day in so many ways. I believe it's my core faith uh, and belief in Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, that directs my footsteps. God is faithful, uh, and He never changes. I've seen relationships restored, health changes for the better, uh, provisions. God just continues to bless us with provisions like the turkeys. Um, so many things that I can't explain, but God uh, continues to bless me with everything and bless us with everything. Um, my favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengtheneth me. And I think that's a good verse to live by. There's so many great verses in the Bible, folks. Go out there and read your Bible. You'll be surprised at what's in there. As a small YouTuber, I depend upon the community that we have created um, to connect and to grow in. Y'all, we have the best community of homesteading channels I've ever seen. Um, YouTube has given me new friends. I've met people with common goals along the way. Uh, we are generous, loving, and it's restored my faith in people. It really has. Uh, these people care about each other. Along the way, we've never met any of these people in person, but we have grown to love them. And I look forward to seeing what 2025 brings to all of us. It's just been a wonderful journey. Your comments, folks, your comments are vitally important to the growth of my channel. It helps me understand what you're getting from my channel and how I can create better content for you to watch in the future. The friendships, I have made some wonderful friendships along the way, and y'all, every single one of you are special to me. I try my best to respond to everyone that comments, and I will do that as long as I possibly can. I do know that once your channel hits certain numbers and the number of comments increase, it becomes almost impossible to do that. But I will always, always put a heart on those comments to let you know that I've read it. You have helped me make decisions, and I talked about that a little bit before, but um, you've helped me make decisions about the collaborations that I've done, the ideas, and you have supplied me each step of my journey on YouTube with so many ideas and thoughts, and I'm so thankful for that. Whether you are a paid or gifted member of this channel, uh, or you just watch my content, you are extremely important to me and to the growth of my channel. So thank you for being faithful friends. I can't express it any other way. You are faithful friends. 2024 was not without its challenges. There were times I wasn't sure about the content that I uploaded, but your comments, your likes, and your shares let me know that I was on the right track. I've had some health issues that were very scary, like finding out that I was allergic to every single diabetic medication out there. And I am, I also had food poisoning not too long ago. Uh, my husband and I both went through the food poisoning, and I think um, that was learning lessons for us. So I am on a better journey. I am taking your suggestions faithfully to heart. I am purpose driven, and I'm looking for natural alternatives um, for my diabetic journey, especially. Now, y'all know that I have all kinds of autoimmune things going on, but right now I'm focused on the diabetes and getting that under control. And I have lost weight because of the changes that I've made. So these are just absolutely wonderful things that I can share with you. Sometimes we just have to do our own research and find out what's best for our bodies. Doctors are practicing medicine. They don't have all the answers. I'm not telling you not to go to a doctor. I've got a hair on my lip. Okay, I think I got it. Um, they're practicing, and the things that they have done in the medical industry is just amazing in some areas, and in other areas, it is lacking big time. Um, but I still go to my doctor. My doctor tells me things that I can do. She is taking into consideration all the changes that I've made, and she may be able to use that information for her other patients. That would be a wonderful testimony to what God is doing in my life to change the way that I look at diabetes. And maybe some of you are changing as well as you see me change. So I have lost over the last 7 years 75 pounds. That is amazing to me because I struggled with weight all my adult life. Getting the weight off is extremely important to me. At my heaviest, y'all, I was 285 pounds. And there was nothing I could do to get the weight off. And I was just ballooning up. Every bite I took was poisoning my body, literally. And now it is under control, and I'm getting on track and figuring out what is good for me and what is not good for me. I'm making those lifestyle changes. I'm not going to call it a diet, but it's lifestyle changes that is going to make me healthier in my senior years. And that is so, so vitally important to me and my husband. Not only am I losing weight and doing better, my husband is as well with his diabetes. So we are on a journey together, and it is a wonderful journey to go through. I'm looking forward to 2025 and the challenges and successes that it brings. We have so many projects um, that we had to put on hold in 2024, so we're hoping we're going to get those done. We still need to replace flooring in our subflooring in our kitchen living room area. We were able to get a roof on. We need new windows and doors on our mobile home. Um, I need to finish our cabinets in our kitchen and get them painted. There's so many little projects that need to be done, and I'm hoping to incorporate some of that in 2025 for you to look forward to. We're working on being more self sufficient with the new skills on our homestead. The garden season is ahead of us. New flock increases means more food bills for them, and keeping our flock safe and healthy remain our priorities. I'm continuing to work on a healthier me as well. I want to thank you all for your love and your support. This channel would not exist without you. Keep giving me those ideas for future videos. Keep watching, and if you haven't already done it, hit those bells and whistles so that you get all of our content. And don't forget to share these videos out. They're so, so important. By the way, our little Roscoe, he turned 6 this year on Christmas Day. We don't know his exact day of birth, but that is the closest that we could come to his birthday. So every year that's special. Our little Cocoa Bean, We celebrate her birthday on Valentine's Day. And then our little monkey butt, we have no idea exactly how old he is. So we usually celebrate his birthday in October. As I think back on my YouTube journey, I am amazed that I have released so many videos in my 3 short years. That channel anniversary is coming up in January. I've already told you that. But in 2024, it brought me over 500 new friends. It gave me 107 plus thousand views, 9,000 plus likes, 1,800 plus shares, and a whopping 4,300 plus comments. Y'all keep those comments coming. That's all you, folks. That's all you. My most viewed video this year was the new tiller unboxing and assembly, and it has over 8,000 views on that channel. I mean, on that video, just that one video. I'm getting so close to having 2K friends, y'all. We're over the 1,900 mark. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I can't express it enough. 2025 opens the doors to some channel changes, some fresh content and new ideas, and I hope you'll stick around with me for the journey. Thank you again for watching. Be blessed, everybody.